Hello everybody, and welcome to your makeup readings. Thank you so much for supporting me the other day. I apologize it took me a little bit of extra time to get to you guys. It was my best friend's birthday yesterday, but we're here now. I hope that's worth the wait and I hope that you enjoy it. Your timestamps are in the description below. Short disclaimer, remember that you are a psychic too, so do trust your own intuition. Trust that little feeling in your gut. It does mean something. And if I say something you don't accept or that you don't agree with, that's okay. Just release it. You don't have to let it rule your future. The future isn't set in stone and things can change. All right, let's go ahead and get started. See you guys there. Love you. Hi, WyvernWake. What's up? Euro. Hello. I seem to always bump into the stream, so I wanted to give this a shot. Thank you for trusting me. I hope that you enjoy it. You wrote, I think I'm just looking for some guidance on how to reconnect with my passions with arts and find peace and patience with my journey as an artist. Is there any reading that can give me clarity for that? Yeah! How about this? Let's see what you need more of. And let's see what you're doing really well on. I think that'll be good. And we'll also ask Tarot what's coming in the future for your art career. How's that? I think that'll be good. And we'll pull for your challenge advice as usual. As usual. Okay. I think I could zoom out a little bit. Don't you? Maybe a little bit. You see my lap if I do that. Maybe this is good. Okay. Thank you very much to my guides and WyvernWake's guides for aiding us in this divination. Really appreciate it. Alright, this is what you need more of. Oh, and oh my goodness, that's what you're doing really well with. Okay, you're doing really well with universal love. What does that mean? Or what do you need more of? Excuse me. Universal love. I think you need more support. I feel like you need more eyes on you. I feel like you need to feel like you're being guided in the right direction by maybe the universe, maybe your family, your best friends, your close ones, your loved ones, right? You need to feel like they believe in you. And that's okay. Sometimes we don't have that, and we have to find a community. We have to find a found family to give that to us. And if that's you, then hey, I get it. I had to do the same thing. My parents really didn't want me to do psychic stuff, and here I am doing my own thing, living my own life, and I found lots of people who love and support me, and I feel that's something that you need. Okay, it says the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole existence itself. Now this is what you're doing really great on. This is the energy you're putting out. I love it. Magic. I didn't even know there was a magic card in this deck, so it's really crazy. It says the frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move forward towards possibilities and expressions that are grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. So what they're saying is that very creative. Anything you set your mind to, you can do. You're probably a quick learner. You probably can pick up on language, pick up on patterns, pick up on skills, stuff like this, especially if you put your focus on it. Maybe even more than most people. It reminds me, and I used to be this way. Maybe you were this way too, where as long as you paid attention in class, you didn't need to study. It's sort of like that, and I feel that energy here with magic. Okay, very nice, very lovely, right? Let's see what's coming in. And we're gonna pull for the challenge and the advice as well. It'll be nice, it'll be nice. Oh, you're coming up as the Empress. I love that. Your focus is the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. And the Moon. Challenge. Once again, your challenge is this energy of, will I be supported? Will I be loved? Will I be given the praise and recognition that I need? And maybe you have had that in your life, but you're scared that if you go this path, you won't get it. But in my opinion, I feel like we need more of it, especially with the universal love energy. Now, your advice card from Spirit is the Three of Wands in reverse. So this says that we're looking in the wrong direction. The Three of Wands upright says that we need to expand our energy. We need to look somewhere else. We need to see what is really available to us. But in reverse, it says that we're paying too much attention to something that we're not meant for. It's like we're expanding. It's like you're meant to be, let's say that you want to be an animator, but for some reason you keep learning about coding. Or like these things will usually, and this is something that I had happen. I went to animation school and I was like, man, I can't find a job. I became a VTuber and I ended up using my psychic skills there, and they all kind of work together, right? So it'll all work how it needs to. It will. It's just we need to pour into the reality that we want. Now, in the future, we have the moon. You might be feeling very emotional, a little bit lost and in the dark. That's okay. This is where we find ourselves, right? This is when we figure out who we really are, what we really want, what's really important to us when we're in the darkness. When we have absence, we crave more, right? And so that more is going to tell you a lot. What do you want more of? Write it down. Now, your focus is the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, and sometimes this can mean that we're waiting for the right moment. We're waiting for, it's like we're waiting for an opportunity. But Spirit's saying, no, you have to create the opportunity. You have the magic. You're coming up as the Empress. You can make magic happen. The Empress says, like, I'm in control of my kingdom. Also, the Empress is very intuitive. She's also very loving. She's also so creative. She's all the queens in tarot into one card. And I don't mind this focus saying that hard work will give me reward. I just want to see a little bit more whimsy. I want to see a little bit more, I don't care. Let's do this. Let's be creative. Who cares what they think? I was meant to embarrass my family, sort of energy. So that's what I see, WyvernWake. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helped you. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Hey, Manari. Nice to see you again. Thank you for getting a little reading from me. You wrote, could I get a reading on the immense fatigue and lack of energy the past couple days? I've been barely able to do anything, it feels. Oh, no, yeah. We'll get an energy update. What's going on? Energy update. Today, this Sunday, at the Super Bowl. What do we got? Ace of Cups. Well, this means that we're healing, that there's some sort of medicine and taking it slow. Oh my gosh! We do have the Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, feeling trapped. And we have the Page of Swords and the Two of Wands underneath it. Sometimes this can mean analysis paralysis. It can mean that we're so overwhelmed with what we need to do that we're just kind of stuck in the processing part of it. And that's okay. That's probably why we're feeling some time needed to really absorb what the next best step is. Because the Ace of Cups does imply that there's medicine, like there's healing in this. No, that can be hard. Oh my gosh. And one more do I need? Queen of Cups. She's here to say, yeah, it's okay to take it slow. It's okay to be a bit lethargic. There's something that you're not aware of yet, like it's still sort of stuck in your subconscious, and you need this time to sit with the feeling, the energy, so that it can surface. Right now it's still hidden behind you. It feels like there's this like I mentioned, yeah, it really does, point blank period, just feel like analysis paralysis. Let's see what the challenge is. King. What did I say? The King of Swords is, there's so much to do. I have so much to plan. I have so much that I want to create, but I need to plan for it. I need to have a schedule. I need to be consistent, and I need to really think about it and be logical about what my new everyday is going to look like. So the King of Swords is a man with a plan, and that's your challenge. Your advice card. Oh, the Knight of Wands. They're saying, don't think about it, just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. And it could be anything. You know, it doesn't have to be about your creator journey. It can mean, hey, maybe you felt like you want to start a new diet, but that's hard. You know, you have to plan these new diets. You have to think about what the recipes are. You know, when you're going to meal prep, anything like that. They're saying, hey, go with the flow of it. Just allow yourself to give it a go. You don't have to think about everything so intensely. That's what I have, Manari. I hope that you like that. Thank you very much. Good luck with everything you're endeavoring, and remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Ubensaymada! Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for getting a reading from me, and thank you for your patience. I really do mean it. I hope it's worth the wait. I hope it's a good experience. You wrote, "Hi, Ron. I love your art, and joining your lives is always so grounding." Oh, thank you. I'm glad you feel that way. I wanted to know about my love life in the near future. Is something coming, or is it something I have to wait longer for? What are the vibes with this potential person? Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can do that for you. Thank you very much to my guides and ubensaymada's guides, Mada, for aiding us in this reading and this divination, and my cute little tarot deck. About love, is there something coming? Or is it something that they need to keep waiting for? Let's see what we got. Ooh, 9 of Wands. The moon. Aww. Well, it is something you're gonna have to keep trekking along with. I'm sorry. The 9 of Wands means persistence, perseverance. Don't give up. I know it feels a little bit unfair, especially when we get the moon. No offense. When we get not that this would offend you, but sometimes people get frustrated, especially when they go to seers, when they go to people who divine the future and they see the moon, because the moon means we're not meant to know. It's a bit in the dark. There are many different ways this can unfold. The only thing they can give you is that yes, it's gonna happen with the Ace of Wands. The energy's there. That path is available to you. Just keep going. I know, no one likes to hear that. Like, but it does. It looks like we just gotta keep going. So just allow the process. All right, now let's look with this potential person. What's going on with this potential person? Seven of Pentacles. This does mean patience and taking time. 9 of Wands again. Persistence and perseverance. Keep on keeping on. And then we have Page of Cups. Now, see this? Do they like you? I think so. It might not, because this isn't necessarily commitment. This isn't necessarily like we're gonna get married. But there is a sweetness, a kindness. I enjoy your presence. I enjoy your energy. I like what we're up to. Let's keep it like this. And it does feel like it'll be in that energy for a little bit, just because the 7 of Pentacles does mean quite some time. Now, let's look at the challenges. Ooh, your challenge is a 3 of Wands in reverse. This means that we're not looking in the right direction. We need to look somewhere else. We need to put our energy in another direction. Your advice card is a 6 of Wands. Realize that there is a lot of joy around you, a lot of connection, a lot of opportunity, whether you're privy to it or not, because the 6 of Wands says we need to see it. We need to open our eyes for it. We have to look for it, because once again, we're looking in the wrong direction. Now, is it romantic love? You know, I will say the 6 of Wands makes me feel like, especially since we have all this about patience, it makes me feel like we can enjoy love in different ways for now, and that'll make it easier to attract what we'd like, right? It's all about law of attraction. It's all about, right? If you're a happy, joyous, loving person, you're more likely to attract happy, joyous, loving people. Just how it is. Ooh, King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like I like that the King of Cups is the bottom. The King of Cups is probably a better fit for you. King of Pentacles is here, and the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you're someone who doesn't like to play. I don't like to play around. I like to know things, what they are. And if we're going in the right direction, if we are serious about each other. White picket fence, children, all that sort of stuff. If you're having a hard time getting an answer from this person, it might leave you a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, a little uncomfortable. So there might be a serious conversation about the long term soon. Okay, that's what I see, ubensaymada. I hope that you like that. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you're endeavoring, and remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Hi. Hi there, Taco. It's nice to see you again. Thank you for being here. You wrote, hey, didn't even see your live, I fear, but don't worry. I plan to keep my streak. Maybe love? Okay. Love readings always got me kicking my feet. Sure, sure. Let's see. How about we pull, oops, wrong way. How about we pull for, what is it that we need to encounter? What are we gonna encounter? As in, like, maybe challenges? Yeah, let's see what challenges we are going to face before we meet our soulmate. Let's see what that is. I don't know. I feel like that's right. Okay. What challenges are we gonna face before we meet our soulmate? Thank you very much to my guides and Taco's guides for aiding us in this divination. Ooh, 10 of Wands. Ain't that just the way? The 10 of Wands and the Page of Wands. Okay, there is... Be careful. Be a little bit careful. I think you're going to meet a... I think you're going to meet a Queen of Wands. It can be male, female. I don't know what you're attracted to. I don't like to assume. But the Queen of Wands is usually someone who's very attractive, okay? Very beautiful. They have a light about them. They're very creative. They're very quirky. They can sometimes be alternative. And notice how there's a little cat. I am actually feeling that they might have a few cats. I don't know why I feel that way. So I don't always get that from the Queen of Wands. But I was really drawn to it this time. You also have 10 of Wands, a lot of baggage. It can also mean being stressed out and overwhelmed. I think this person is, I don't think that they're bad, but I don't necessarily know if they're good for you because the Page of Wands is here. It's like we're chasing them. It's like we're trying to get their interest. We're trying to get them to commit to us and take us seriously or respect us. If that's something that you've experienced before, where you're like, wow, this person's so cool and beautiful and they talk to me every day, but we're not necessarily a couple, I think that this is something that we're gonna maybe struggle with. And so be careful, you know? You want somebody who's looking for love for the long term and knows what they want. Okay, knows what they want. What else? Queen of Pentacles. All the queens are coming out. Oh, and the Knight of Pentacles. No, remember how I had mentioned that you need someone long term who knows what they want? That's literally the Queen of Pentacles. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to invest. I want to plant this seed, Ace of Pentacles, but it's going to take time. I feel like this is your person. I do. And I think that they, you know, their seriousness and their willingness to sort of invest might make you nervous as well because we're pulling on challenges. It feels like to me that they're still in school, like they're still growing something. I don't know. That is, you know, there's nothing here that says school. There's nothing here about learning, but I feel that way. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady wins the race. Like, whoa, hold your horses. There's a really big difference between someone who wants to get to know you more before they settle down and somebody who's making you jump through a bunch of hoops and be their therapist. Right? This person is very safe and mature and homey. And this person is very, like, I'm just getting this energy, like it's like she's going through breakups all the time, or she has a lot of drama in her life, and yeah, and that's okay. You know, we all mature at different rates. She just doesn't feel ready. She doesn't feel ready. But this person does. She does feel ready, but she's very careful, okay? When I say she, remember, she, he, her, they, them, whatever you like, whatever you like. I just say she because it's a queen. But yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, they want to take their time. It's also possible that they haven't dated too many people, but the last couple people they have really sort of disappointed them. So you might feel like she has high expectations, but no, she's just realistic. When I say realistic, how do I say this? She knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to say, like, this is what I need to feel safe. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to be making all the money in the world, right? But it does mean that she wants to feel like we're in this together. It reminds me of someone who, like, their last partner, like, used them for money or something like that. So that's what I have, Taco. Good luck with that. Thank you very, very much for trusting me. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Hey there, Ash. How are you? Thank you so much for getting a reading from me. And thank you for your patience, I say again. I do hope it's worth the wait and that you enjoy it. Excuse me. Okay, so I have been recently trying to open up again to dating stuffs. Ooh, I found this girl that I have a good feeling about, and I want a reading if I might be on the right track. I overthink a lot, and I would like to listen to what the cards tell me. Of course, yeah, let's see. Oh, I like that. That's really cute. I like that. We love love. I always say that, but I mean it. I mean it. I think love is so cute. I want that. Okay. Let's see. Thank you very much to my guides and Ash's guides for aiding us in this divination. King of Wands is wanting to come out. That's nice. We'll use cards too. Oh, okay. Number one, Ash, don't try to. It's funny because usually when I give people dating advice, I'm like, yeah, just flirt with them. They'll know if they like you or not. But it does feel like to me that they are going through their own stuff, okay? There's a big sort of shift happening. And it reminds me, because you're coming up as a King of Wands. And they're the Queen of Wands, by the way. The King of Wands is somebody who is bold and adventurous. They can think out of the box, very Jupiterian, very Mars energy. Very Martian. And so they're able to be optimistic and believe in themselves. And I think this is how they see you, or how they will see you in the future. It feels very, you know, I mentioned that this is a divination, and like sometimes I'm like, yeah, this is the energy now, but there's sort of a flip happening soon in the way that they feel. And I think it will revolve around you sort of being, you know, you being shiny, you being creative, you having wins in your life, like these sort of victories, these sort of expressions that are very, look at me. They're gonna like that. They're gonna really like that. They're very drawn in by people's light and confidence. Now, I think it'll take a little bit of time before it develops into something, if it does, right? Because I don't see love and commitment quite yet, but it might take a little bit of time before something happens here, just because we do have the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Okay, so there's a big, like a shift in the energy where they're starting to look at you. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Twice. Is it true? They're starting to look at you. Two of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah! It's like all of a sudden, I had this opinion of you. And it was nice. I liked it. I could see it. But now I'm starting to see this other side. And I'm interested. I'm intrigued. And they might start acting a bit insecure too. You know, they might open up to you about things that they, if you do decide, you know, to have intimate conversations, just know they're gonna reveal things about how they grew up in their childhood and stuff like this that they're still struggling with to this day to swallow. Which we all have, right? We all have those goddamn formative years. How could they do this to us? So that's what I see. That's what I see. Once again, not necessarily anything committed and romantic, but we are growing the relationship and tending to it. So it's nice. I like them. They seem like a lovely person. Nothing negative. Except, you know, some insecurity, but that's okay. We all have that. All right, Ash, that's what I have. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you're endeavoring. And remember, I like that you have the angry face with the smile, and that's literally the face this guy is making. but you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Hi there, Witch Wizard. How you doing? You said Ron. I was gonna ask for a general reading, but I just got the strangest feeling from my spirit guides. My spirit guides are yelling at me. Oh my goodness. About something right now. Okay, help me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's see what they want you to know. My goodness. It happens. Mine yell at me. Usually my ears ring when that happens. Specifically my left one these days. It used to be both. Let's see what they want you to know. Thank you very much to my guides and this wizard's guides for aiding us in this divination. And thank you to my little tarot deck too. Alright, spirits! Tell us, what does Witch Wizard need to know right now? I'll say this, all of a sudden my hands started hurting. Like there's some resistance, some apprehension, a feeling of inaction almost. I'm actually feeling like like we need to be more active in some way. Yes! What did I say? Okay. They're saying that there's nothing wrong with the path you're doing now, okay? They know that you understand your purpose. Like you feel deep in you that you are working very hard to be a good person and to be not only a spiritual person necessarily, but a connected one. And that connection is working, but I do think that they want you to be more creative and more active in your approach to listening to them. So ask yourself, when was the last time you sort of switched it up? When was the last time you thought, what can I do to open up my third eye, or what can I do to connect my heart center? What can I do now? Can I astral project? That would be kind of cool. Okay, these sort of things. They want you to sort of try new things. That's how I feel. It's almost like you've graduated. You've done a really good job with all of these things. Really good. And they're proud of you, but we need to take it a step further. We need to be more ambitious in our approach to connecting to this side, to our spirit, to our soul. Not necessarily them. You know, they're here to guide you, and they can guide you with or without communication, and they're always going to be like that. But they are saying one thing, and if you're feeling guided to listen to this, right? If this feels true to you, it does seem to me that they want you to be bolder, more confident, and it's a choice. And you are a collection of your choices, decisions, and actions. Any moment you can change those things. It's the beauty. We're reborn every second. And so there's sort of this build up to you being bolder in these things. Almost like let's say that you are walking down the street and you feel intuitively pulled to go in this direction, but you're like, oh man, but I'm tired and I don't have a lot of money and I have work tomorrow, but you really want to go. They're like, no, listen to that, be bold, don't try to rationalize yourself out of it, that sort of stuff. Okay, your challenge is the 3 of Cups. Oh, there's more friendships coming in. There's new people coming in, but they're not going to be able to find you if you don't get out of your usual routine. No wonder. And your advice card it might be a Queen of Swords. I like that. I like that a lot. The Queen of Swords. So this is just one of many Queen of Swords. It is Gemini energy, by the way. She is honest. She is straightforward. She's to the point. As in we're in Gemini season, I mean. But she could be a Gemini. Very interesting. But this is someone who tells you like it is, but they're also very knowledgeable on specific subjects. It might be time to, once again, it reminds me of I've always wanted to try sound bowls, or I've always wanted to try Reiki, something like this, and just experiencing it and being open-minded. I don't know why, I feel that way. There's someone else we need to have an experience with, not just us. Okay, That's my Sailor Wizard. Thank you very, very much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring, and remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. Hi, Marine. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for supporting me. I hope that you were enjoying the stream the other day, and I hope that it's worth the wait, as I always mention. You said, hello. I always run into your lives when I'm doing something late at night. Oh, nice. And it's always wonderful to be here. I'd love a general reading. I just transferred colleges, and I have an interview coming up very, very soon. Congratulations. So I'd love to know anything related. Thank you. Of course, of course. Let's see, what does Spirit need you to know about this transfer? What's coming in? And we can also talk about your interview as well. So, thank you so much to my guides and Marie's guides for aiding us in this reading, in this divination, and thank you to my little deck as well. Let's see. Okay. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Well, there's a very important person you're gonna meet in this new college. And it is somebody that you've reincarnated with. This is somebody in your soul family. This is somebody who's gonna feel like home. It doesn't necessarily feel romantic to me, I'll be honest. I know a lot of people are interested in romance. It feels just sweet. It feels kind. It feels wholesome. I think that they understand you. They feel a little quiet, in my opinion. Like they're a very good listener, and they bring out a side of you that normally people don't see. They make you feel like, oh, I didn't know that I had that in me. It's sort of like, imagine you have this friend, and everyone else you feel extraordinarily performative and a little bit quiet and timid and very careful. And this person just lets you spill out your guts. And I also kind of see them, be a little careful. I think while they'll be supportive, you may find yourself being a little bit too supported, even in things that maybe you need to be called out on. I don't know, I just got that energy. Like they're so chill, they're so relaxed and understanding and listening. That's what Spirit's telling me. You don't have to believe me, you can think I'm crazy, but there's a new friend coming in, and I think that they might... I don't think that they mean any harm, by the way, but it reminds me of like, yes, queen. Yes, it's cool. You should steal his car. Not that you would do that. Not that you would do that. Okay. Ooh, okay, alright, nice. Let's do it like this, though. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Those are the Knight of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords, this one. And the Page of Pentacles. Now, good news! You're gonna graduate. And also, it's gonna get you a job. Really good, really nice. There are gonna be some I feel like there are some teachers that you're just gonna be like, oh, why are you even working here? I don't know. I feel that way with the Seven of Swords. Feeling stabbed in the back, like someone's making it harder than it needs to be. Like they're giving you more work, or they're a bit too harsh and critique. Like there's something like this. Like there's someone who's just a bit of a, I don't know why I'm hearing the word, like they're a bit of a tool. That's what Spirit was telling me. But honestly, that's the only thing I see negative here. You have the sun. You're gonna see it like it is. You're not gonna take it personally. The sun means happiness, joy, success. This is the Knight of Pentacles. A slow and steady wins the race. You're like, if there's any time in my life, and the life that I've led thus far, to take seriously, it's this one. It's this time, this moment. College, the Ten of Pentacles is like, I'm investing in my future and my legacy, and I really like what you chose. I really, really like what you chose. There may be a moment where you're like, should I really do this? I put a lot of money and time, and I'm a little scared, but hey, you're gonna cross that finish line and you're gonna do just fine, and it will lead you a job. Okay, in the field. Pretty quickly too, by the way. All right, let's look into this job interview. Let's see. Dude, I'm having a deja vu moment. Oh my goodness. That means we're on the right path. I remember I had this dream too with my ex, and I was like, I had this crazy dream where Well, this card wants to pop out. I had this crazy dream where I lived without you and I was using this deck I've never seen before. Really weird. And I think I think I lived very far away. Crazy. It ended up happening. Oops. Well, don't you hate when that happens? You're like, dang, I should have seen the signs. All right. Ooh, death card. Okay. Hey, they're saying, well, you know, five okay. I'll be honest with you, Marine. I don't think this is meant for you. There's a lot of turbulence. There's also an energy of like them treating you like you're not on the same level as them. We're very hopeful though, you know. I just, there's a lack of respect here I'm feeling. Just a little bit. You know, the interview might even feel a bit icky. Like there's something going on energetically. And it's in several cards. You know, there's the moon, there's the 5 of cups next to the death card, which death isn't always negative. But next to these cards, with the challenge being the Knight of Wands, I just think that you could do better, especially since your advice card is the Judgment card. You know, trust your intuition. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Trust your, it's the truth. Trust your intuition and know that there is something else that's gonna call you. You know, another calling is on its way. But yeah, I think what concerned me the most was the 5 of Wands, but also the 5 of Cups is very good. Lonely, sad, and 5 of Wands means competition and pettiness. And I don't know. If you feel like it's meant for you, if you feel good about it, go for it. I will say, as a reader, and these cards, it feels a bit, not what we'd like. Not that it couldn't be a learning experience. It could, it really could, but I think that you'll get a call from somewhere better. Later though. All right, that's what I see, Marine. Thank you so much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring, and remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Hi, Vicky. How you doing? It's good to see you again. Let's see what you wrote. You said, hi again, Ron. I love reading, of course. I'm currently single, but I feel like I keep seeing the same person again in my dreams. We're not in contact anymore, sadly, but I feel like they've been on my mind for a while now. Oh, yeah, let's see why that is. Let's see. Let me actually go back to this. There we go. Let's see what they say. Let's see what the cards say. Thank you very much to my guides and Vicky's guides for aiding us in this divination. We really appreciate it. We'd like to look into why Vicky's having dreams of their past person. And thank you to my little card deck as well. Queen of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. And the Moon. Okay, I'll say this. Does it mean that you are going to be back together with them, or, you know, date them later? No, I don't think so. Because the Queen of Wands is here. To me, I feel like this is bringing up our worth, what we want, what we deserve, and how we fashion that into our reality. Because the Page of Cups is here, and this says that we want something new. You know, we want something better. We want something fresh, exciting, alluring, right? The Moon is very magnetizing and mysterious. The Moon also says, you know, it can't actually mean our dreams, now that I think about it. But the Queen of Wands says that, hey, I'm confident. I love myself, and I know what I need. And I will say, however you feel about this person, if it's positive, if it's negative, just you sort of feeling drawn to their energy in any sort of way is why we're starting to like manifest this energy. I can also mean, you know, be careful. It can also mean that we're starting to attract someone similar to them. I kind of want to see if that's the case, because the Eight of Pentacles can mean that we need to master something. All right, let's see. All right, Spirit, tell me, are we attracting somebody similar, like somebody who can teach us the lessons maybe we didn't learn last time? Some like an unfinished karma. Are we gonna get somebody new like that? Let me know. Let me know. Two of Swords. Ooh. Well, the Two of Swords is I need to make a decision. I need to be very serious in this moment and choose. The Ten of Wands is, remember how I said, is there any karma that we're carrying? And this could also mean things that we don't see, things that are hidden. I don't know what choice to make. I don't know what the truth is, but the Ten of Wands is here, and this is having too much on our plate. And I was asking if it has to deal with, like, you know, a karmic thing. And then we have the outcome being the Four of Wands, which does mean a coming together, a celebration. It means a graduation of sorts. So yeah, I will say that there may be someone coming in soon that will bring up similar themes as this person, okay? And I feel like it all boils down to worth and confidence. And I know that's a little vague, but genuinely, when people say confidence is key, it's true. You know, I wouldn't have all these... I did a, and I'm gonna live and die by this because it really did so much for me. I did a road unblocking spell, path opening spell. And all of a sudden, I had this huge urge to just message everybody that I can and invite them onto my stream. And I was so busy. Oh my gosh, I was so busy because I had so many yeses and so many people excited, and the people that I did the readings for loved it so much. And so I had people reaching out to me and wanting to schedule something. And so it was me. I was the block. I didn't have the confidence. And so there's something here about learning these lessons that we are the ones blocking ourselves. We are the ones keeping things in the dark. And I feel that's what this person is going to reveal to you. You know, it's going to open your eyes. Yeah, maybe not right now. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is here. Might not be super duper soon. But when it comes in, it'll come in very quick. Come in very quick. Just have fun. Don't think about it too much. Just enjoy yourself. And, you know, don't try to put a potential future onto somebody that isn't investing in you. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much. Good luck with everything you're endeavoring, Vicky. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye.